In the description box below this video is a link where you can download my Excel spreadsheet, which contains my NFL cheat sheet for Week 7, which covers games played on Sunday, October 19, and Monday, October 20, 2025. The cheat sheet has point spread calculations based on power ratings from ESPN and TeamRankings, and against the spread trends and other valuable statistics. Go to the description box below this video, click the link, and it will take you to my Google Drive, where you can download the Excel spreadsheet. Go to File, Download, Microsoft Excel. You can also make a copy of the spreadsheet to your own Google Drive. If you make a copy to your own Google Drive, you can then make changes and write comments to that copy of the spreadsheet. And if you download the Excel spreadsheet to your desktop, you'll be able to take advantage of the full features of the spreadsheet. In order to do that, though, you will have to enable editing on that spreadsheet. So let me show you the sources of the data. VegasInsider.com is where I got the point spreads. And I follow the order of the games listed on this webpage. ESPN, if you go to NFL, More, then you can click Football Power Index, and that gives you the power ratings on ESPN. ESPN calls their power ratings the Football Power Index. TeamRankings, which has been in business for 25 years and was founded by Stanford graduates, they have NFL power ratings on their website, as well as statistics that I put onto the spreadsheet. And again, this is for Week 7 of the NFL. Now let's take a look at the spreadsheet. So the first column has the numbering system for the games. So I number the games from 1 to 14, and this numbering system is based on the order that they show up on VegasInsider.com scoreboard. So when you're looking at game 1, the home team's on the bottom, the road team's at the top. So it's all road, home, road, home. And so this, the Rams are playing the Jaguars, and it's going to be in Jacksonville. This column here is the actual point spread from Vegas, and this is from VegasInsider.com. And it has the point spread as of Saturday, October 18th, 2025. So again, this column has the actual point spreads from Vegas. Right next to it are point spreads calculated using ESPN's power ratings. ESPN, NFL, More, Football Power Index. Then taking these numbers, which I list here, I then calculate the point spreads using those power ratings, using 2 points for the home field advantage. Most of these numbers are pretty close to the Vegas point spread. They're all within a field goal. The biggest difference was actually Miami Dolphins Cleveland, where the Vegas point spread, when compared to the ESPN point spread, it was favorable to Miami. So ESPN's point spread predicted that Miami should win by 0.6 points, and then Vegas has them as an underdog at 2.5. So there's a discrepancy there. So now moving over here, similar idea with TeamRankings. So these are the actual power ratings from TeamRankings. Right here. Taking those numbers, I calculated the point spreads. And then if you click these little triangles here, you can sort. Click that triangle, largest to smallest, and you see that the top 3 teams here would be Chicago Bears, Washington, and Arizona. All have a potential advantage based on TeamRankings point spread of more than a field goal. So the TeamRankings point spread gives Chicago Bears an extra 5 points. Washington Commanders an extra 4 points. Arizona Cardinals an extra 4 points. So the columns with the triangles tells you the difference. So ESPN's point spreads were basically the same as Vegas's, and then TeamRankings, there was some differences greater than a field goal in the Chicago Bears, Washington Commanders, and Arizona Cardinals point spread. Now moving to the right here, let me show you some of the features of the spreadsheet. Right here I have the against the spread information. That means how often have the teams covered the point spread. So again, you can click this triangle, largest to smallest, and you have a group of teams that have covered the point spread about 2 out of 3 times. This column here tells you the average margin by which the team covers the point spread. Now this column here in gray has the opposing teams. So this week the Colts will be playing the Chargers. Scrolling over here, I provide some additional information from the ESPN website listing the Football Power Index, which is a power rating, but they also break it down by offense, defense, and special teams. I also extracted ESPN actual statistics based on yards per game or points per game. This column here, point differential, is points scored per game minus points allowed per game. This group here has offense, total offense in terms of yards per game, passing yards, rushing yards, and then points per game. And then we have defense, total yards, passing yards, rushing yards, and points. Then I listed some additional useful information from TeamRankings.com. Here's their power ratings. Here I have the win-loss records. You can sort by win percentage. So the Colts and Tampa Bay have the best win percentage of 83%. Scrolling over here, we already looked at I repeat the against the spread information. So this lists the teams that have covered the spread 2 out of 3 times. Now actually the strongest trends are in the over-unders. So if we sort over-under, we see that Miami Dolphins have gone over 83% of the time, Vikings have gone over 80% of the time, and Chicago Bears have gone over 75% of the time. So that means that these teams, probably have good defense, but also a combination of good offense and bad defense, which results in a high total score, where you add up the scores of both teams. And then in this column, I actually provide the average total score of the games that these teams are involved in. We can also search by who has the highest under percentage. And we see here that Houston, Denver, and Atlanta have all gone under 80% of the time. These are pretty strong statistics. This means that their defense is good and or their offense is not so productive, which results in a low total score. So in general here, after going through the numbers, you're going to see the largest outliers in the overs and unders.